We're live, boys. What is going on? Welcome back to the Monday Morning Quarterbacks podcast. It is episode 25, and we're going to recap week 2 and talk a little bit more in depth about week 3. How we feeling, boys? Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened in week 3 because I was at the Lions game and
I don't know what's going to happen in week 3.
Bro, you gotta lock in, Jeff. It's Wednesday. You can check a box score, can't you?
I checked a few box scores, but I mean, it doesn't show me how the game went. Some guy got 100 garbage time yards. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
We want to start with the Thursday night game. We talk about Tua possibly playing his last snap ever.
That'll be bad.
I don't know.
It was a minor concussion. Totally fine. It happens
When
all
his
the
fingers
time.
are going like this in like different direction and it's
Yeah.
looking like exorcism stuff, I don't know if that's normal.
Second
He was
time in his
pointing
career,
for-
too.
He was pointing for something.
An
I
ambulance.
don't think it was anything.
That's
I
what
don't-
he was pointing for.
I don't think it was anything to be concerned
It's
about.
over there.
Yeah, that
Why
was.
isn't Tua wearing a guardian cap or something?
If there's anyone
Right.
that should be wearing a guardian cap, it's probably him.
He should wear
Yeah.
2 guardian caps probably.
I mean, it was 2 years ago he had those 2 concussions in like a 7-week period, and everyone was saying retire then, and it didn't happen. So I doubt that it'll happen now, but that's my opinion.
Yeah,
He
that
should.
super sad, and he probably should
mean,
retire.
No doubt he should.
Don't
doubt about
think
that.
it sounds like he's not gonna, and he's pretty set on playing. He's on the IR, so he's out at least the next 4 weeks. So I guess
He
we'll
has
see
a
with that.
family, right?
Yeah, he's
He has
got amazing.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got it going
Over
on.
the game, I guess.
Another game I wanted to touch on are the Saints just a sneaky contender in the NFC.
Saints,
NFL.
Vikings, best teams in the NFC.
Saints beat the Cowboys 44-19.
Statement.
Like Kubiak
Honestly.
is him, I guess.
They're cooking.
This was the
Yeah,
Saints
Camaro.
team I expected from last year when Jeff and I were riding Saints money line every week and just losing our entire bankroll.
Yep.
Yeah, they look good.
Camaro looks back. Camaro looks back. Last year, I don't know if Camaro had a lingering injury that kept him. This year he's back for sure.
Well, he was suspended last year, wasn't he?
Something
Yeah.
like that. I think he had an injury too at some
First
point.
4 games, he was out.
Yeah,
was
something
it
like
last year?
It looks like he de-aged. He looks
Yeah,
like
he
a
got-
3-year ago Kamara.
Homie has been hitting the ayahuasca in the offseason.
Rashid Shaheed is like the one there.
No.
Yeah, what happened to Chris? How is
No.
Chris Olave not?
No,
Rashid
if
Shaheed's
he's-
good for 170-plus yard touchdown every game, and that's about it.
Bingo.
I mean, that's a lot of
It
fantasy
was.
points.
It is.
Bingo.
Rashid Shaheed's average I think he's had 14 touchdowns in his career, and his average length of touchdown is like 44 yards.
That's crazy.
I also saw something that like Derek Carr is incredible during election years, because 4 years ago is when he like almost threw for 4,000 yards or something. So I guess just
Well,
the
that
heightened
confirms it.
tension across the country makes him play better.
All the pressure's off him. Everyone's
Hefe's
paying
always got to
attention.
get political on the pod. Always got to bring
yeah, there's
politics into it.
Yep.
Another game I'm sure Connor really wants to talk about is
Let's talk about it, Connor.
his Colts losing to backup quarterback Malik Willis comes in. The Colts might have the worst run defense I've ever seen in my entire life, because the Packers just imposed their will, and the Colts knew we were going to run every play and just couldn't stop it.
They also don't have a quarterback. The Colts really should be searching for who their quarterback should be.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. I mean,
Joe Flacco.
it's a week-to-week league. Everyone's going to overreact. Everyone forgets that the Colts won, I think, 8 or 9 games with their backup quarterback last year. So, you know, backup quarterbacks come in, they win sometimes, right? Colts on defense is probably the worst in the league. I don't disagree with that. Blame that more on Gus Bradley scheme than I do the players. But either way, we're cooked. Season's done. We're tanking. Problem is, we're probably going to win 8 games and pick like 15 overall.
This was
So,
Josh with the Packers last year, like week 4, and then we go to the playoffs.
Who are you tanking for, Shador or Quinn Ewers?
Oh, we're good with the quarterback. We're
You're good with
Wide
the
receiver?
Q? Good
No,
to
no, you
know.
guys saw the wide receivers didn't really help Anthony Richardson in that game. If you look at his stat line, it wasn't great. There were some key drops. Pittman, Pierce,
AD Mitchell
Mitchell,
had a couple
obviously.
big drops.
Yeah, so if those balls are caught, I mean, maybe we're talking about this game in a different way, but I'm not worried about Richardson.
He should be.
He just misses. He misses the easy throws, and he struggles to throw over the middle. I feel like he's better throwing outside the numbers, and I mean the 3 picks. The third one was a garbage one, Hail Mary, whatever. Who cares? But I don't know. The 2 picks he did have, other than that, were pretty ugly. Basically, just
I-
Terrible.
directly.
I
to
gotta
the
be
ball.
honest. Seeing Alec Pierce come out and be the top wide receiver on that team 2 weeks in a row, and then you guys being 0-2 just makes sense. Like, get that dude off the top of your stat line, and you might win a game.
Downs is
Crazy.
coming back,
Stud.
right? This
Second round wide receiver.
Stud. He's a stud. So is the guy that had a 40 QBR, and you're saying, yeah, we're good on Q. Bro is going to be Bryce Young 2.0 in 4 more weeks when you're 0-6, and he's 2-15 touchdown interception ratio. We're going to see
Let me
Joe
ask the
Flacco.
pod this, minus P. Would you rather have Anthony Richardson right now or Trevor Lawrence?
Minus P.
Trevor.
I feel like you put a Twitter poll up, 99% say T-Law.
Interesting. I disagree.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
fine. You can disagree all you want.
You're right. There's too many people that live in Indianapolis that smoke crack that would agree.
dude,
It's meth and Indy. Not crack, it's meth and Indy.
there's something about Indy fans that are just like the most. There's a couple fan bases that I've come across amongst my trolling on Twitter. I'm usually pretty good about trolling just about every team. I'm just a quick response. I see the NFL post something, I'll troll just about every team. Colts fans get so defensive and start like attacking my DMs. They'll start like threatening my life. And I'm like, dude, like you don't even know what is going on here. All I said was Anthony Richardson completed 9 passes week 1. LOL. That was the comment, to just get death threats from Colts fans. But hey, you live and you learn.
Maybe
So
it
the
was
same
Anthony
fans that
Richardson.
boo Luck off the field also.
Also, Eagles fans were just booing the Eagles on their first drive of the game, their first home game of the year, booing their own team that's 1-0. Like, it looked really good week 1 against the Pack. What a bunch of
Hilarious.
scumbags in Philly. As
Home
like,
field advantage, baby.
imagine playing for that team and you're getting booed at home after like you're 1-0, like looking like a prime contender in the NFC. Like, of course, you blew it and lost to Kirk Cousins, but
Kirk Cousins is back.
Kirk
Put the
Cousins
chains on him.
is fully back. Kirko chains.
Last drive, we all saw it. He's back.
Also, Cardinals just won by 31 against the Rams, and Marvin Harrison Jr. is fully back after 1 catch for
Fully
5
back.
yards.
I
week
cannot wait for us to talk about week 3 in the Arizona Cardinals. Cannot wait.
But the Rams were like dead. Like half of the team's dead, isn't it?
The Rams are dead.
Yeah, the same half team that took the Lions to OT, and now the Lions are going. Oh, I'm sorry. I can hold it.
They weren't dead then.
They were dead then, bro. They played that second half with no O-line and no Puka. They were dead in that game.
And Cooper Kupp.
But Cooper Kupp was not dead.
Just keep tuning for the Chargers, bro. You'll be fine.
Who's got it better than us?
Shout out Jeff's coworkers.
Nobody.
Hope you guys are having a great night watching this.
Hey, we went from like two viewers to 4, so we'll take what we can get out here. That's
We're
a double up.
doubling.
We're
Double
doubling.
every week.
Snowball effect. All right, boys. Let's move on to week 3. Starting tomorrow night, we got the Patriots at the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, second primetime game in 3 weeks. Jets are 6-point favorites, over under 38.5. What are we thinking here, boys? Should we establish an order, or should we just free ball it?
Let's establish some kind of order. Connor goes first.
All right, I'll just off you boys. Yeah, I got the Jets here. You know, the offense wasn't clicking the first couple of weeks. I think they figured it out. I mean, they're too
Shouldn't
good
we-
not to.
For the sake of competitive integrity, shouldn't we make the person who's doing the best in our pick'em go first so that they can stop changing their picks after Connor makes these terrible takes first and convolutes everyone's brains with his.
Aren't you in
Like,
last place, brother?
I'm gonna stay there, bro. I've been training for the beer mile.
I know you're gonna stay there, bro.
P is in last place by 2 games right now behind Jeff. 3 games behind Connor and Josh, and he's 5 games back on me in our pick'ems.
And I still guessed the Tampa Bay Lions game correct, which is the only one that mattered.
You were spot on that analysis. I did watch back the pod to get some clips, and you were spot on that game, and I was spot on. Like, I had watched the Packer Colts game before it began when I watched my analysis back after the game. It was insane. The only thing I wanted to change was instead of Christian Watson catching a deep ball, it was Romeo Dobbs. That was the only
you were so
only
locked.
change.
You were so dialed with that take.
Yeah.
All right, enough glazing.
All right, so we'll go Connor, me, P, Jeff, Josh. Those would be the picks in that order. I'm gonna go the Jets as well, but I have already bet the Patriots plus 6.5, and I teased it up to like 9.5, and I parlayed it with like 5 other teams. Where I teased the lines to find like a nice. That game I only teased up to I think 7.5, not 9. So I just took an extra point, just to clear the touchdown there. But give me the Jets. More so just based on their defense. I think it'll be a super under game, super low over under in the game, but I'll take the under as well.
I'm on Jets. I was not convinced with the performance I saw against Tennessee, and I got a feeling I'm not going to be convinced with this win either, but I do think they find a way to beat the Patriots. Not confident with the spread, though, for sure.
Yeah. Low over under. I think Patriots cover. I think Jets win. This game's probably going to be like Garrett Wilson versus Ramondre. So.
They're going to tackle each other?
No, as in the Jets are going to have to win by throwing, and the Patriots will have to win running Ramondre to the ground as they have been.
Yeah, I also got the Jets. Rodgers looked a little rusty the first couple weeks, but I think as the season goes on, Rodgers should be deadly at some point this season. But I think this game will probably still be a little rusty. Jets will probably win an ugly, tight game.
Still no Jacoby Brissett pick. I would bet that this week if I could. I'd find odds for Jacoby to throw his first pick.
It's minus odds. It's like minus 119 when I saw it.
Oh, I'd still do it.
Crazy.
Pay the juice. Just pay the juice.
I'll have to pay the juice.
Dude, you wanna hear something real bad I did, and I will never do this again. I bet
no.
what was the Monday Eagles Falcons? I took the Falcons points, and I didn't like that it was minus money. So I took a live random, like, I know nothing about soccer, a random live soccer match. The team was up 2-0 at half. I took them money line minus 800, parlayed it with the Falcons spread just so I could get plus money. And the soccer team lost 3-2.
They choked the game.
So I would have hit the bet too. I would have hit the bet too. It was the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
That's hilarious.
So never doing that again.
Just pay the juice, boys.
Yeah.
What lesson did we learn? Pay the juice.
That's the
No,
lesson
parlays
of
are
the
more
day.
fun.
Yeah. So and Garrett Wilson sold like all my parlays last week. He didn't hit his yards, didn't hit his catches, and also didn't get a touchdown. So
That's definitely on Rodgers.
yeah,
Yikes.
he's checked down Kin when he's got Breece Hall and Braylon Allen, I guess.
Braylon Allen.
Yeah, Breece Hall's a monster.
Braylon Allen was playing slot. I was like, why is Braylon Allen in the slot right now? I was so confused.
Dude, all they wanted was the oldest player in the NFL to throw it to the youngest player in the NFL for a touchdown. That's
Literally.
all they wanted. All right, moving on to our next matchup, we got the Giants at the Browns. Browns are minus 6.5, over under 38.5.
I don't know. 2 really bad offenses here. I mean, Sean's looked terrible, really. I don't know how much longer he's going to be starting. Same with Daniel Jones, but just like the Giants a little bit more in this game.
Interesting. Danny Dimes. I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to be picking against Danny Dimes. I'll take Cleveland. I think Cleveland's defense can hold off the Giants' offense of literally just throwing the ball to Malik Neighbors every play. Dude had 18 targets last week. So give me Cleveland at home.
Give me Cleveland at home. And I'm going to go opposite take and say Deshaun is 100% back after this next week. 4 tutties.
Yeah. I picked the Browns last week over the Jags. I'm going to take the Browns again. Defense wins championships.
Yeah, I think this one's easily for the Browns. Daniel Jones throws at least 2 picks, and he probably gets benched in the next 4
No,
weeks.
no. Danny Dimes for 4K to cash my $186,000 parlay off $2.
Lock in.
Probably
Lock
gets
in.
What was the spread on this game?
6.5 Cleveland at home.
Yeah.
I like that.
A tough schedule for the Giants up ahead, so he's getting benched probably in the next 4 games.
I don't know if he will though. He didn't even play. He didn't play bad last game.
364.
Well, if he keeps playing and he's terrible, and he gets hurt, he gets all that guaranteed money. But if they bench him, I don't know. There's something weird they could do where they would want to bench him instead of him getting hurt and having to pay him a bunch of money.
I think if he wasn't getting the ball to Neighbors, I'd agree. But the fact that Neighbors just did what he did, it's like, I think they're like, let's see what they can do after a couple weeks of this. Because Neighbors looked crazy last week.
Yeah. So you think he'll get benched in a couple weeks?
I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna get benched. As crazy as that sounds,
We'll see.
but I mean, we're in week 2 and Bryce Young just got benched, so that's
Bryce Young
crazy.
Well, that makes the most sense out of everything I've seen.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
There comes a point where it doesn't matter how much a dude's getting paid, that it doesn't matter how much draft capital you have, where you just gotta let it stop happening.
Agreed.
Anyway, sorry. The Panthers play at 1? They don't. Okay, never mind.
They do not.
Terrible segue.
Let's move on to our next game. Packers at the Titans. Titans are -1.5, over under 37.5.
Yeah, I saw Jordan Love is back at practice, but my gut tells me he's not going to play. It's going to be Malik Willis under center again. Tennessee's
Revenge
defense
game?
is a lot better than the Colts' defense, so you're not going to see a repeat of what happened last week. Obviously, Mayo Boy, he's looked terrible, probably the worst quarterback in the league at this point. But I think he squeaks one out here against Green Bay.
Dude, you are.
Connor's just so salty that the Packers beat the
I
Colts with a
can't
backup
wait to
quarterback.
jump
He
Connor.
cannot pick the Packers in this game. He
I'm
just
right.
can't do it.
I'm right.
I can't wait to jump Connor.
You'll see Tennessee's defense. Malik Willis to throw a pick. That's a lock. And I think Josh Jacobs is also hurt. So
Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer.
He's good.
Schmidt.
He'll play. Marshawn Lloyd is out already. They did announce that, but Jacobs is probably going to have another 30-plus carry week. We're going to have a similar script to what we had last game, assuming Jordan Love doesn't play, even though he was back at practice. I think they'll be safe with him, and we'll probably get one more week without J Love here. If we get J Love, I mean, if I get any news that as part owner of the Packers, if I get any news, I'll let you guys know if I hear J Love's in before the Vegas lines shift, and we can all hammer that. But give me the Pack on the road in Tennessee. And I got Wicks at what's going on right now? I got Wicks at 10-1 to score a touchdown last week, and that hit. He's 5-1 to score. Watson's 4.5 to 1 to score. Dobbs, I think, is like plus 350 to score. Just give me the easy one in Josh Jacobs for his first touchdown as a Packers at like plus 120. That's the Packer touchdown picker I'm picking in this game.
I'm going Pack. And all I'm going to say is you thought Anthony Richardson was a bad decision maker. Wait till you see Mayo Man live. That's all I'm going to say. Will Levis makes the dumbest plays I've ever seen with my eyes. It's horrendous. Moving on.
I'll ride with the Pack boys this week.
Yep, this one's easy. Packers. Will Levis is terrible. Second worst quarterback in the league. Maybe third worst quarterback. Anthony Richardson might be worse. Will Levis is a little more accurate than Richardson, but
I don't think
Levis.
Levis. Oh, I hate all the Levis slander because I actually liked him so much coming into this year. It's hard to defend him after what we've seen through 2 weeks. But what we saw last year, if he can get back to like calming down, I think it just looks like he's like playing panicked out there. If he can just get back to having fun and like lower pressure. Also, I don't know. We didn't mention. P mentioned it kind of. Malik Willis revenge game. If Malik starts too. Like that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But
No matter how it shakes loose, Tennessee does this one.
all right, boys. Moving on. We got Chicago at Indy. Indy's a -1 over under 43.5.
Yeah, talk about panic at quarterback. Caleb Williams does not look safe at all back there. He's running for his life. I mean, I just said the Colts are tanking, but we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win 8-9 games. So
Probably
I mean-
gonna win 8-9. What the hell? That's such a 180.
for the record, I do not think the Colts are capable of winning multiple playoff games this year. So I want them to tank. I want the highest draft pick possible. I want them to clean staff. I want everybody gone. That's just not gonna happen. The Colts are gonna win this.
Dude threw the word multiple in front of playoff games there, like they're even gonna be in the playoffs.
If we don't get in, we'll be like right on the edge. I mean, this team's too good not to be for a spot.
I'm trying to be extra nice to Connor this week because my mom has been watching the pod and she's like, "You guys need to stop bullying Connor." So I'm trying to be a little nicer. Sorry,
we love
sorry, Mom,
Connor.
if you're listening. We're being nice. It's all
We
fun.
love Connor.
It's all fun. Yeah, it's all fun. And then it's even more fun when Connor gives his football takes. So, Boomer.
Hey, we had you guys for 12 years. The Colts did not lose to the Packers for 12 years.
Yeah,
Packers win
yeah.
one game, and you never hear the end of it.
We play
It's
you
on
once
Twitter.
every 4 years.
Go
You're acting
put
like
the
we
Peyton
play you
Manning
one.
jerseys back
It's just
on.
a troll account at this point. I see the tweets.
I see the tweets. I got Chicago in this game. I think Caleb Williams is slow. He's looked rough the past 2 games, but he's had flashes of making like really good throws. I think he gets it a little bit together, and I think Keenan Allen is going to be his prime target, and hopefully having him back this week is going to be a big boost to like just his comfortability. Also, like the lead-in receiver for the Bears was Carter, who was literally their kick returner playing the Keenan Allen role. And when Keenan Allen played week 1, he had like 12 targets. Only caught like 4 of them. Keenan Allen anytime tutty in this game, I like a lot too.
Is he playing?
Don't know yet. He's questionable again, but I think he's leaning towards playing. Is what I've
Gotcha.
heard. But we'll see.
Yeah. Connor, great analysis, by the way. No more bullying. Noted. This is so tough. I'm picking the home team, not because I like Indy, but Caleb can't even shake off the jitters in front of the home crowd. Get him in Lucas Oil. He's gonna be seeing ghosts. Give me the Colts.
Maybe that's why he's scared to play in front of the home fans, and he'll play better away.
Yeah.
No pressure. I mean, Indy's, I don't know how far that is from Chicago. Is that like 4 hours?
Yeah,
3
literally
hours?
not that far. Yeah.
I got Caleb in Dynasty. I'm rooting for the guy. So
I got Caleb in Dynasty too, and I picked against him because I use my brain.
okay, well, me and you aren't the same person, as you can see.
I'm gonna start
So-
bullying Jeff now. I'm sure his coworkers won't mind.
Where was I going? The Bears have a better defense than the Colts. Defense wins championships. Give me the Bears.
Stop. What? Don't put Bears and championships in the same sentence, please.
yeah, this one's tough. The Bears got a good defense, but I think Caleb Williams is going to be terrible for at least a few more weeks. Maybe he gets it together at some point, but I think the Colts pull this one out. But I would love to see Caleb Williams continue to do terrible for at least another 2 seasons and then get benched and go to the Bears oblivion quarterback room. It'd be great. That's my dream.
Yeah, so we got 3 on Indy, 2 on Chicago. Pretty split there.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, we got the Texans at the Vikings. Houston's -2. Over under is 46.5.
Go either way with this one. Part of me wants to say that the Sam Darnold hype, it's gonna fall off at some point. And I'm gonna pick with my heart here. I can't pick the Texans.
You might cut
We
off.
lost
I
him.
think.
And we
I
were
see
going.
your
It was
mouth
going so
moving.
well. It was
It
going
was
so
going
well.
so well.
I knew it was
Oh,
gonna
he's still
happen.
out.
I see
He's
your
still
mouth
out.
moving. Sorry, we'll come back to Connor.
I think he's
Come back
trolling
to
us.
Connor.
I think he's trolling us.
Come back to Connor.
Hilarious.
Do we know status on Jettas really quick while he's gone?
He's gonna play.
Yeah, he's
Gonna play.
definitely playing.
Yep, he is playing. Battle of the 2-0 teams. Houston at Minnesota. Remember when you boys laughed at me a little bit with the Darnold take? Saying I think
Oh, that was
Darnold's going to
Kirk.
be better than people think this year, and
I thought Kirk Benkirk said that.
that's what I said.
Oh, I thought Kirk said that.
I think he also said that, but I mean, I said it too.
Who said it first?
That's a great question. We'll have to check
We'll
the
have to
dates
check
of
it.
his tweets and what I had to say. But hey, boys got me rattled.
Connor, can we get a mic check?
Yeah, let's see mic check real quick on Connor.
Connor, thoughts on Sam Darnold?
Vikings 3-0.
Oh, we're back. He's
Oh,
back.
okay.
Oh,
He's back.
that was
He's
the
back.
process.
You taking Minnesota,
He's
Connor?
That's what Vikings 3-0 means, yeah.
Okay.
All right, well,
Obviously.
Well,
jeez.
Sass.
you don't gotta get
Oh.
sassy. That I don't care. That's you're gonna open the door.
We
for
we
what
beat
this-
him one time with a backup quarterback, and now we're getting sassed like that. Give me Houston. I think Minnesota's glory run is going to run out here against just a completely stacked offense. CJ Stroud is unreal. I forget like how good he is only in his second year, but he's so good. Give me Houston.
Yeah, Nico is also a massive problem, and Nico's a monster. I don't know. I'm gonna go Houston here, but I do think the Vikings. They've surprised me through 2 weeks. Can't argue that. I like Houston on the road here.
What was the score of the game last week? Houston Niners?
Vikings Niners.
17.
It's Vikings.
Or
Niners.
yeah, Vikings Niners.
Yeah,
They
23-17.
do. I
Jettas
Chandler,
had- Jetty's had a 99-yard touchdown. Pretty
97.
lit. 97, same thing at that point.
Yeah, I don't believe. I still don't believe. Give me the Texans.
Do we know if Mixon and Addison are playing in this game?
Nico is questionable too. I don't think he practiced today.
As P was just asking about Jettas.
Yeah, then they ask about 4 people that no one cares about. I mean, Nico's
There's a
good.
lot of
Mix
there's a lot of questionable people in this game.
I'm questionable.
I'll take the Texans. Sam Darnold, Cinderella runs coming to an end.
Alrighty, boys. Moving on to our next game, we got the Eagles at the Saints. Saints are -2.5, over under 49.5.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna rant here for a second, boys. So just give me a sec.
What game is this?
I
Sorry.
think it is so
Saints
interesting
Saints Eagles.
that the Colts coaching tree ended up everywhere all over the NFL, right? You think about the Colts in the last 5 years. Nothing impressive, right? We haven't even won a playoff game in the last 5 years, right? But Eberflus somehow ended up in Chicago on his way out of Indy. Sirianni ended up in Philly. Frank Reich ended up in Carolina. I don't know how that happens. Sirianni's getting exposed right now. I mean, people in Philly are calling for his head. So, Saints are hot. So, give me the Saints.
Sirianni's getting exposed. They're 1-1 and lost in a tight one.
They're calling for his head out there. There's a reason.
Siri's going crazy.
Sirianni.
I know, mine went off too.
Sirianni.
That was crazy. I have headphones in too. I don't even know how I heard that. Yeah, interesting. So you're going New Orleans?
Yep.
Okay. Did the math there. I am going opposite again. I'm going Philly. I think the Saints have overperformed to the greatest of abilities as they could have through 2 weeks. Dallas is good, but I don't think they're as good as people think. I did pick them to win that division, which I don't know. I'm kind of second guessing now that I've watched them play twice. But give me Philly. I think they're the better overall team.
I'm gonna ride the hot hand here. Pick New Orleans. The Superdome is going to be electric, and honestly, not like what I saw out of Philly's offense. I mean, they were all right, but no AJ Brown for another week or two is really going to. If the Saints can score points, I don't see Philly competing in the shootout, and it could end up something similar to the last two Saints games.
Did we say no AJ Brown? Did you say that?
He said that on.
I know he's not playing, but I just didn't know if we said it or not.
Oh, I don't know if it's been said yet, but that's part of the reasoning I'm going Saints. Yeah.
Yeah. Emotional loss at home. Locker room sad. And booed by the home fans. I'm taking the Saints here too.
Let's go. Who dat? Sorry.
Yeah.
Called down.
Saints are keeping the gravy train going. I think they're gonna possibly dominate the Eagles.
I'm a believer.
You guys are so crazy recency biased. The Eagles dominated that Eagles-Falcons game. They dominated the entire game for like 58 minutes and 30 seconds.
And then they lost.
Yeah.
And then they lost.
But
I
don't know. We're hopping on the Saints.
The Saints have dominated both teams that they've played.
They're the best team in the NFL.
One of the teams was Carolina, and the other team lost by 30 in the playoffs to a lower seed last year.
And this is the same team that you have winning the division. So
that was love that energy, P. Love the energy. The jersey switch. Ditch the Carolina hat. ditch the Andy Dalton jersey. I'm sure that's gonna make a reappearance here soon.
Lock in. Who dat? I got it flowing through my blood now.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm the only one on Philly there. Okay. Next game. Here you go, Hefe. We got the Chargers at the Steelers. Battle of another 2-0 teams. And we definitely didn't expect the Steelers to be 2-0. Pittsburgh's -1.5. Over under 35.5. Connor's just taking conference calls over here, so I'll lead us off. And you're muted, Connor. I don't know if you were talking for the pod or if you're on a call.
You're muted in Discord. Push your mute button.
Okay. I think he is on a call. But he when I said that, he looked at me like I'm not on
a
a call.
There he is.
I was on mute, but you guys go ahead. You got the take now.
Okay. That's fine. I got the Chargers in this one.
Order?
What
the hell?
And
don't count this pick for Connor. He's automatic loss for this.
Just forfeit his pick.
I think this is the lowest over under of the week. 34.5. I got the Chargers. And I actually like the over in this game. And Fields is going to feed Pickens. Give me Pickens for his first touchdown of the year. But the Chargers still pull it out. I'm feeling like a 21-17 type of game. Barely clear the over.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Pittsburgh is frauds. They can't keep this up. Same with LA, but between LA is just a better team.
Justin Fields is better than Caleb Williams. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I can't tell if he's hammered, but
I'm not. I'm stone sober. I'm just full of that who dat energy right
now. Who's got it better than us?
Justin Fields does.
Nobody. J.K. Dobbins is rejuvenated. Leading rusher in the league for 2 weeks on like half the carries of the second guy. Joe Alt, first offensive lineman to win Rookie of the Year. Is going to lock down T.J. Watt. Just don't even put him on his side. What does scare me is that the Chargers play the Chiefs next week, so this might be a look-ahead game.
You're
But
doing the look ahead already for them.
What are we doing?
but I'm going Chargers here, and they're going to win next week.
Okay,
Hey, still looking ahead.
I'll pencil that in for next week for you.
I'll just mark that right now. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to move to 3-0 on his Coach of the Year conquest this year. Steelers are terrible. They're 2-0 and they're terrible. Mike Tomlin just wills that team to wins. I don't imagine if he had good
Eddie game balls.
play. It's insane.
Oh, I can't wait for George Pickens' legacy game. Holy cow!
I did say Pickens anytime tutty. He's so due, and he had a tutty last week, and it got
He's so
taken
due.
away. It got
He's
taken
so
away. I was so salty. All right, boys, moving on. We got the 0-2 Bo Nix-led Broncos going into Tampa Bay, who's 2-0. Tampa Bay's -6.5, over under 39.5 in this game.
Yeah, whatever preconceptions you had about Baker Mayfield 5-6 years ago, throw it out because the guy's a brand new quarterback. He's slinging the rock out there. I mean, he looks good. Like, he looks like a top 10 quarterback right now. And you pair that up with Bo Nix, who's a rookie, post start. I mean, Tampa takes this one. Tampa takes this one easily.
Go. I'm assuming we're all going to take Tampa here. I actually just penciled everyone in for Tampa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Unpencil me! Unpencil me!
Okay, you've been unpenciled.
You think that this Broncos defense is comparable to that dog shit Lions defense? You are mistaken. Give me Pat Surtain 3 pick sixes. Never been done before. Broncos win a stellar one.
Reasonable take.
Okay. I took Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's going to go viral when Pat Surtain has 3 pick sixes, and I'm the only guy on planet Earth that said those words in a Troy Polamalu jersey.
Take it Tampa too. Chris Godwin looks so good this year.
Oh my god, he looks so good.
He looks so good this year.
I think he's fantasy wide receiver 1.
Boy moved back in the slot, and now he's eating.
Pete, you just cashed a first touchdown score on Chris Godwin last week.
Yeah, again, I bet against people. You know, I love Chris Godwin, but I was me betting against Detroit.
Yeah, the Buccaneers win. This is easy.
So easy.
Sean Payton's going to be the second head coach fired this year.
It's so easy. Rashad White's gonna get a whole over under 1.5 yards per carry this week for Rashad. I'm going under.
Bucky will get more than that.
Yeah, Bucky's the man over there.
Bucky's the man over there with 84 yards through 2 games. Let me write this down. 84 yards, 2 games.
Who's got more rushing yards between Bucky and Rashad, brother?
Bucky does, but we're talking about raw stats right now, man.
Who's got more rushing attempts?
I don't know, bro. Bucky's got
Bucky,
16.
brother. That's why I said he's the guy.
Oh, he's the
You
guy.
don't gotta fight me on these things, brother. These are just facts.
All right,
Who's got more pass blocks between the two of them?
Yeah, right. Yeah, who was top
That's what
5
we
in
need to know.
fantasy? Who was top 5 in fantasy production last year?
Who's better at blocking?
Connor in the boxing ring, huh?
Yeah, who wins this fight? Actually, I say let's get Le'Veon out time for this room. Then they might be a Super Bowl team.
All right, moving on to the next game. We got the Panthers at the Raiders. Raiders are -5, over under 39.5 in this game.
Yeah, Andy Dalton starting at quarterback here, so it's I don't think it makes much of a difference.
Wait, who's starting at QB?
Dalton. They're not Andy Dalton.
It is.
I was Q and P to go change jerseys.
No, I'm waiting for my segment.
Okay. Sorry,
We
Connor, go on.
respect Connor here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, not much to say. I'm not gonna be watching this game personally, but yeah, give me Vegas.
I am also on Vegas. Impressive win last week. Devontae
Great
game-winning touchdown in a game no one was picking them, including our pod. We went 0 for 5 on them.
We did.
But it's hard to pick for Carolina here. But have it be noted, Andy Dalton's one game he has started in Carolina, he threw for 387 yards and I think 3 touchdowns. So, just throwing that out there. But give me Las Vegas.
Wah, wah, wah. You hear that? We got a lock of the week alert. Put all of your money on Vegas. That's my pick.
Okay. All righty.
That was so anticlimactic. That was whatever.
It's a lock of the week. -5, -10, -100. Bro, Carolina's not going to move the ball downfield nor stop people from doing that.
Yeah. So, I said the Panthers will win the NFC South, and this is where it starts. Give me the Panthers.
This is where it starts.
I'm living and dying by that take, so give me the Panthers.
Living and dying by the Carolina Panthers, our back take.
I think the Panthers are going to look like an entirely different team, and Andy Dalton's going to take them the first win of the season.
Let's go, Josh!
Go Panthers.
Let's go!
Why did you... That just looked like the most feminine sip I've ever seen of anything ever. Go Panthers as he sips his LaCroix.
I was trying to sip and laugh at the same time.
I'm about to start painting your nails with Caleb Williams too, huh? All
Maybe
right.
if I was the Bears quarterback.
Okay, moving on.
Wait, 2 people picked the Panthers?
Andy
That
Dalton's
hurt.
going to throw for at least 300 yards. Mark it down. Bet it.
And Thielen 2 tutties.
Huh.
I think Deontay Johnson's going to be the one that gets fed. but
I think
we'll see.
Leggett, the Rook.
Huh.
Xavier
All
Leggett.
Leggett, Thielen,
Mingo.
Deontay Johnson.
Mingo, yo,
all
Terrace
from
Marshall. Terrace Marshall.
Chuba.
Steve Smith. Cam Newton's going to unretire. Bet him to find the end zone anytime touchdown Cam Newton this weekend.
All right, next game.
Alrighty, boys, moving on. We got the Dolphins at the Seahawks. Seahawks are -4, over under 41.5.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors coming out of Miami. I heard there might be a possible Tannehill reunion. But right now, what's the quarterback's name?
Skylar Thompson.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pick Skylar Thompson to beat the 2-0 Seahawks here. So yeah.
I'm also on Seattle.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to distract you.
I'm on Seattle here, just based on what I saw out of Skylar Thompson when he came in last game. He just did not look like he was ready to play quarterback and looked very, very bad. And I think after this week, he won't even be the starter in Miami. It's going to be the other guy they just picked up, Tyler Huntley, who honestly,
Snoop.
they haven't even ruled out for starting this week. I think he's the better option at QB for that team. But for that reason alone, with Skylar Thompson starting right now, give me Seattle at home.
I'm going Miami here. I have a very good memory, as you know. And I remember the last time Tua got hurt and the last time Skylar Thompson had to come in and play. And guess what? Tyreek had 200 in postgame said, it doesn't matter who throws me the football, I'm Tyreek Hill. So for that matter, I don't care if it's Snoop Huntley. I don't care if it's Ryan Tannehill's grandson. I don't care who's starting quarterback. Give me the Dolphins and Tyreek Hill to absolutely cook the Seahawks. Overrated as hell squad. That went to overtime against a bum Patriots team.
We overreacting on the Patriots, maybe?
Maybe. Overreacting on the Patriots, bro. What?
Maybe they're not that bad.
Like, I can't wait for them to finish this season like 4-17.
Hey, I'm going Hawks.
Love this. I love this. I might go get my Tannehill rest of the
All right. Okay, this guy.
I'm just kidding. I'll say.
Yeah. The Seahawks looked better last week, so I'll go Seahawks. I don't know how you pick Skylar Thompson, but
You don't pick. What did you listen to my take, bro? We're not picking Skylar over. Picking Tyreek Hill.
they should do Wildcat.
If they win, it's going to be Jonnu. It's going to be Jonnu Smith that wins them the game. Okay?
Jonnu, whatever team he goes to, just for no reason, will just randomly catch like 10 balls in a game. Just for no reason.
That's my go.
I hated Jonnu when he was on the Falcons just because of Kyle Pitts. He was just eating into Kyle Pitts. And now we've discovered that Kyle Pitts is just useless. And, yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow for the
league.
3rd year in a row I've drafted him. Actually, I didn't draft him at all in any season-long leagues, but I do got him in Dynasty. So, yeah, is what it is there, I guess. All right, we're good on this game. Let's move on to our next game. We got the Ravens at the Cowboys. Honestly, this is a very interesting game because it's such an important game for an 0-2 Ravens team on the road in Dallas. Baltimore's -1, over under 48.5.
Yeah, I can easily see Dallas winning this game. I mean, their defense is just so good. But I'm going to pick Baltimore just because I think on defense, it's easier to stop Dallas. Their run game is just so bad between Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, Vaughn. I mean, none of those are really guys at this point. Delvin, at some point, if he gets in the lineup, I'm just not a believer in him. I think it's too easy to stop Dallas right now. If you can stop CD, you're shutting down Dallas on offense. And I think Baltimore's just too good. I mean, between Dave Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry, they're going to find a way to get the ball moving.
This was probably the toughest game of the week for me to pick. I'm on Dallas. I just ended up picking the home team here. After Dallas got embarrassed against the Saints last week, I think they have a big bounce back spot here against a really legit team in the Ravens that are 0-2. It does concern me, Baltimore coming in 0-2 in a game where they're probably going to feel like they're fighting for their lives. It's hard to pick against them in that spot, but give me the boys at home.
Slight correction, Cowboys are 1-1. They did beat Cleveland.
Yes, Cowboys are 1-1. Baltimore's 0-2.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Understood. All right, sorry for the.
Not sure what I
this
said,
pod.
but could have.
It's
said
okay.
that wrong.
I had French toast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so my blood pressure is high. If you can't tell, I am gonna go. I'm gonna go Ravens on the road. Cowboys suck. Sound the alarms. Cowboys are never back. It's like Texas. It's a lot like Texas. They're never actually ever. So stop thinking that. Ravens win this one easy.
Horns down.
Right. Cue the first episode of the podcast this season where Big P said that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, and now the Cowboys suck.
They actually are my Super Bowl winner, but after last week, I am like confident, and it's just fire everyone, get them out of my face.
I'm going Ravens here in not a must win, but like they need to win game. So backs against the wall.
Teams that
start
0-2 have a 10% chance historically to make playoffs. I think it's like 9.7.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens in a must-win game for sure. Must win. I think Cowboys are not a good team. Back to CD, stop. That's all you got to stop.
Yeah, counter spit those facts.
Their amazing defense got smacked by Derek Carr.
Yeah. 44 points.
The Cowboys probably figured out like halfway through the season, squeak into the playoffs, and then get smacked in Lambeau.
You thought Kamara was good, man. Wait till you see prime Derrick Henry.
17 touchdowns.
Literally.
One of my before the season bold takes of the year was Derrick Henry 20 tutties.
It's happening.
Yep. It was also Sam Darnold to start the whole season, which got that one probably by default. Didn't before the JJ injury, but
right.
Yeah. Let's move on to our next game, boys. We got the Niners at the Rams. Niners are -7 over under 44.5.
I'm going to take the 49ers. I don't feel great about it. Yeah, I'm really not going to have much analysis for this game. It's just a hunch. I'm taking San Fran. Or I'm taking I'll take San Fran, actually. I'm taking San
Just a hunch, taking a 7-point road favorite. Just a hunch.
I think it's tough. I think no. I'll definitely take LA plus 7 there.
I'm also gonna ride on the Niners. A depleted Niners team. Debo's not gonna play. CMC's also still gonna be out. But Niners are just the better team here. A depleted Niners team, I'm saying, going against like a very depleted Rams team, which Demarcus Robinson is wide receiver 1 right now, and then like Whittington I think is 3, Tyler Johnson's 2, Colby Parkinson's their starting tight end right now. They're just like,
don't forget Tutu.
yeah, Tutu's wide receiver 4 on that team right now,
Yeah.
with the injuries.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he was like wide receiver 3 coming into last year behind Cup and Puka. But yeah, I don't know how he lost that belt. Give me San Fran though.
Yeah, a lot of people thought Tutu was actually going to be the 2 last year before, like, preseason, before we knew what Puka was. They all thought that Tutu was going to be what Puka was. Anyway, yeah, I think the Rams might actually be like a bottom 5 team in the NFL and probably looking to draft stash replacement after how bad they do this year. So I'm Niners right as well.
I don't know if it's Staff's fault.
No, but
That's
I'm saying
it's
like
not.
he's getting older. You got to start thinking
Yeah.
for the future of the squad. Yeah.
Doesn't McVay like historically own the Niners or something?
I don't know. I'm not a big McVay lore guy.
I'm pretty sure that McVay like has. I mean,
Minus
they beat
100
him
aura.
minus 100. I'm pretty sure they beat him to go to the Super Bowl when they won it that year. I just don't know what the history is.
It sounds
My
like
gut
that's
is like, my gut is telling me the Rams as a 7-point dog, but I can't do it, and I don't want to do it.
Shanahan holds a 10-5 record over Sean McVay.
All right, never mind. I'm going Niners.
Yeah, I think the Niners are probably going to dominate the Rams. Definitely going to cover. And also, Whittington's going to get 5+ receptions. So you can take that to the bank. Put it in a parlay.
Whittington breakout game.
Whittington breakout game. I'm telling you.
Alrighty, boys.
So you took the Niners, right?
What?
You took the Niners?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all on San Fran. Moving into our next game, we got the Lions at the Cardinals. Lions are -3, over under 51.5.
Yeah, this will be a good game. The Marv Kyler connection is real, and I think it's here to stay. I don't know. I think this one's gonna go down to the wire. But Detroit's run game is just too good. That Gibbs, Montgomery, duo is it's too hard to stop, especially by the goal line.
So hard to
Detroit.
stop.
What's the spread?
It is
-3 Detroit on the road.
correct.
Wow.
Make the noise.
Touchdown favorite.
Sound the alarms, Jeff. We might have another lock in the
Okay, so Connor took Detroit. I am also going to be on Detroit. I very dumbly picked against Arizona last week with the Rams, and I'm going to pick against them again, even though I am a huge Kyler Murray believer and got a big future on him to win MVP, to win a quick 500. I don't know. I just think the Lions aren't going to drop 2 in a row. So give me Detroit on the road. And for them to win this game, they're going to have to control the clock and utilize more of the run game, and then work the big plays to J-Mo and make sure they're getting Amon-Ra involved. They finally got him involved last week. He ended up with like an insane amount of targets.
2 minutes.
First quarter, he was very quiet, though. Just get him involved early, get him involved in the game, and feed the backs, and try to limit how bad the Lions' defense is as much as possible. There's a reason this is the highest over-under of the week, and there's a reason why Detroit is the highest over-under of the week every week. And it's not just because of their offense.
Tell them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the Cardinals here. I agree with what Connor said because I'm never going to disagree with him again. But with that said, as good as they are, they just hate to use them, right? Like they got the two duos over everyone on planet Earth, everyone in fantasy, everyone in betting, every fan in the stands of Ford Field knows we got the best duo of running backs. Yeah, we're throwing the ball 20 times at Amon-Ra with Jared Goof just throwing dumb picks. I mean, I'm getting pressured. Let me chuck it up in a triple coverage. Dude is literally okay. Pausing there, going back to the take. Cardinals are going to win this, and I'm not talking by 10 points. I'm not talking about 20 points. I'm talking 35-0, folks. It's going to be a bloodbath of epic proportions in Arizona. And the Lions are going to go wherever. I don't even know if they go back home or if they got a double road, whatever it is. They're going to be licking their wounds for weeks to come after what happens on that field Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Lions here.
I just knew exactly that was gonna happen. I think that same exact thing happened last week too.
Yeah, too bad Jeff's not going to be there to watch me be right again.
Yeah, I think the crazy thing is, I think P's onto something here. I think Goff is bad. I think the Lions had their fun last year. Got to go to a championship and celebrate almost winning. That was fun. Goff's bad. The emergence of Jameson Williams has destroyed their offense somehow.
No
and
Laporta.
I think they get smacked by the Cardinals.
Laporta's a pass blocker. Laporta's a right tackle now. Dude does not catch passes.
Laporta's ran the most routes out of any tight end in the NFL this year.
What do you guys think?
Can't see someone 6'7".
What do you guys think of this dynasty trade Josh offered me? He offered me Sam Laporta for Brock Bowers, straight up.
No.
Bowers all
Yeah,
day.
I do Bowers.
Believe in Bowers.
I rejected the trade, but it was so interesting to me because 2 weeks ago, before the season started, that would have been like a no-brainer. I probably would have had to give a first rounder with Bowers to get Laporta, like who is ranked
Bowers
tight
is
end
tight
one
end
in
one
dynasty.
this year. Bowers is gonna be tight end one fantasy this.
Oh, Kyle Pitt.
Trey McBride.
Kyle Pitt.
Dude, oh my God, watch your mouth.
Kyle Pitt's stressed.
30 yards, can't even get over 30. His over-under was like 35 and a half last week. Can't even.
I took
Pretty
him
sure it
over
was
40.
41.
Didn't hit.
Yeah, they could have made it 20. It might not have hit.
I think it would have pushed.
Yeah, he was 20 on the dot. Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, our Carrie Underwood game of the week. We got the Chiefs at the Falcons. Chiefs are -3.5, over under 46.5.
Yeah, Pacheco's over an IR. I think it's going to be a combination of Steele, Perrine. I know Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on the PUP list or the NFI list. He eligible to return past week 4. I think he's the guy to pick up right now in fantasy leagues.
I have a question.
That's a
I have a
crazy
question.
take.
I have a question. What do you think about Keontae Ingram being signed to the active roster and Kareem Hunt being signed to the practice? Because that confused me. That one confused me.
That one actually very confused me. I'm not gonna lie either. I mean, that has nothing to do with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, though.
You have.
I don't know. I didn't know the first guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know
Who's
Steele.
Keontae? Oh no, horns down. I know Keontae. He's a Texan.
I think
Yeah, with that being, Rashi Rice just guy over there.
Rashi.
so,
Rice.
yeah. Give me the Chiefs here.
Okay. I'm also on the Chiefs. I think the running back, I think the backfield's a little bit more clear than what people think. I think the reason Kareem Hunt got signed to the practice squad is because this man has been out of football. And
Yeah.
who has no idea what actual shape Kareem Hunt's in if he's, like, actually been doing what he's supposed to be doing, like being football ready to play on, like, 4 days notice?
Right.
I think he'll
You know
sit
what I
on
mean?
practice squad probably for a week, get up to speed, and they'll activate him.
Like that.
I think Steele is going to be the lead back here, and then P. Ryan's going to get the third down pass work. And I think
Agree.
it's pretty clear as far as that goes. I tried to get Steele in every league I could.
Same.
I think he's just the clear cut there until Pacheco's back. He reminds me a little bit mostly because he's just a white running back. He reminds me a little bit of Peyton Hillis
I was
in
gonna
the
say
sense of
Peyton.
he's just like a very downhill runner looking for contact. And he's
And
fun
white.
to watch. Yeah. And white.
And white.
Correct.
And white.
Yes. That was the main, honestly.
There's a lot
reason.
of running backs that run downhill and look for contact. Not all of them.
And he
are
fumbled.
white.
He did fumble last week, which Andy Reid has been known to not care about that, especially with young guys, until it becomes a problem where it's happened multiple times. So, luckily, I think he'll be fine, and I think he's going to be the clear-cut lead back as far as running the football goes. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm on Chiefs as well. I don't think that the Chiefs are going to let you sit around and let you be in a position to do what happened against Philly. I think the game is going to be over way before they even have a chance to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the running back situation, but it's still Mahomes.
Bro.
So, like, I don't even think.
He didn't look that good last week, honestly.
He
Put
hasn't been
Mahomes out
great
there
this
with the
season.
Indiana fever, and he'll win the game.
All he does
But
is...
Caitlin Clark at running back don't matter. we're gonna be sitting here next week, fucking 4-0 or 3-0 Chargers, 3-0 Chiefs, and
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
He
Who'd you
is
take there? The Chiefs then?
inevitable.
yeah.
I think Mahomes hasn't looked great. And I think the running back room is going to be a giant carousel. And I don't feel good about any of them. But the Chiefs are going to win because they're the Chiefs. And they're probably going to win the next 4 Super Bowls in a row. So
We should just
They're
end
just
the pod
inevitable.
and come back when they stop winning.
yeah, we should. And then there'll be a
Alright.
new quarterback on a new team.
See ya when Mahomes isn't in Kansas City anymore.
All right, that's all you got, Josh?
Yeah, the Chiefs win.
Okay.
Mahomes isn't great, but they're going to win in the
All on
Super
the
Bowl.
Chiefs.
Chiefs sweep. All right, let's move into our first Monday night game. We got the Jags at the Bills. Bills are -5, over under 45.5.
Yeah, this is a game where I can just see the Jags winning for no reason. I could see ETN going off for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to pick the Bills here. But deep down, I think the Jags win this.
So he thinks the Jags are going to
Hold
win.
on.
That's why he's picking the Bills. Okay, got it.
Makes sense.
I think the Bills are going to win, so I'm going to pick the Bills. The Bills are so back, and no one's talking about how good the Bills are and how, I mean, they just smoked the Dolphins as underdogs by 28 points. Partially Tua was hurt and looked terrible when he did play, but the Bills look good, and the absence of Stephon Diggs, I think, has been a positive instead of the big negative that everyone kind of thought it would be. Give me the Bills.
Shakir, receiver 1.
Wide receiver 1. I've been saying it. Everyone wanted to get cute. Oh, let's
Hey, I
let's
was
draft
there too.
Keon Coleman. Oh, let's draft Curtis Samuel. Yeah, Curtis Samuel's gonna be the one there. Have you all watched Curtis Samuel play football? Curtis Samuel will never be a wide receiver 1, boys.
I have watched him play
Never.
football.
Nice.
Mac
I think
Allen.
Keon Coleman could still emerge. I think as the season goes on, Keon Coleman should take over the number 1 role there. If he doesn't, then it's a failed draft pick.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wide receiver stats and it's hurting my head. 8 targets for Shakir through 2 games, 6 for Keon Coleman through 2 games. Does he even throw to receivers?
He don't throw. That's the thing.
Those are
It's like,
those are some low numbers, right?
They didn't throw week 2. Josh Allen had 9
right.
fantasy points.
Okay. Didn't know. Yeah, I'm Bills all day. Panic.
is Allen's hand still messed
It
up?
doesn't matter. It's his left hand. You could chop that bad boy off, and he could toast
Yeah,
the
but
thing like Mike Big.
he didn't run the ball at all last week.
I know that.
Did he need to?
Well, I mean, maybe
James
depending
Cook
on how the
did some
game script
running.
goes.
I tell you what, James Cook did some running last week,
How good is the Jags' run defense?
dude. And they're 0-2, and they lost to Cleveland and Miami. It's over. Pack the bags.
All right, give me the Jags.
You thought the Colts were bad.
Give me the Jags.
You thought the Colts were. Oh, he's just fading.
Give me the Jags.
Wow, he's just gonna fade every pick.
Full fade.
Connor, you should step up and take the Jags with Jeff.
Give me the Jags.
You gotta call it, Connor. You gotta call your
All
shot.
they do is run the ball, and Josh Allen can't run because of his hand.
Hands are very important to run in.
Their defense look good though. Their defense
Well, he
look
breaks
okay.
his thumb or whatever's wrong with his thumb. I don't know. We'll see.
Brian Thomas Jr. is good for a 50-yard reception though. That dude.
What did he have? Like an 8? Was it like an 80 or like a 90-yard catch that wasn't a touchdown?
Yeah, he's like Rashid Shaheed. Like he's good for one big play a game.
He is what I think. Because me and Connor had that bet on him to lead rookie receivers. He is.
I don't think he's not doing that. Yeah, because Neighbors had.
He's third if you include Brock Bowers. It's Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, Malik, I think, is going to be the. Marvin's going to be hard too. Marvin's going to be up there.
Marvin and Malik both had terrible week 1s and had extremely good week 2s, so I'd be scared.
I think Malik had a pretty average week 1. I think it was like 5 catches for like 70 yards or something.
Bum.
Okay.
I got the Bills.
Good take, Josh.
You're on the Bills too, P?
Yeah, I
I
was
missed that one. Okay.
I'm the only one on the Jags.
Sweet.
That's right.
No, Connor's half on the Jags. Connor gets half.
Connor
a
should
point.
be on the Jaguars with you.
Connor gets half a point.
All
for
right, baby. Count one up for the beer mile.
I can't wait. What jersey do I run in?
Uh,
Johnny Manziel.
Lock in, P. Have some confidence in your picks, brother. Come on. No beer mile.
Just for that, I can't wait to pick this next game.
Okay. We
So
got the
locked in on this next game.
We got the Commanders at the Bengals. Bengals are 7.5 point favorites, over under 47.5.
All right, that's not my turn.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
waiting for you to line because I didn't know what the line was gonna be, but 7.5 surprises me. Yeah, let me the Commanders here. Hometown team, baby. I'm in DC, so I don't know. I just look at the Bengals. I see Jamar. I think he's gonna.
Hometown team, baby.
Can't keep doing that.
How does he keep getting away with this? He's a Tampa Bay, Detroit Lions, Indianapolis Colts, Washington Commanders fan. He's got 4 hometown teams.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, when I look at the Bengals, I mean, I look at Jamar, who's probably not fully in shape yet, right? Although he should be getting close. I mean, it's 3 weeks since the season started. He's hurt. I don't know if is he supposed to play?
Who?
I think he's
Higgins?
questionable. I think he's gonna
I
play.
think he's
Yeah.
leaning towards playing.
What about Joe
When your
Mixon?
biggest-
Is he gonna play?
When your biggest weapon on offense is Mike Gesicki, you know your offense is kind of broken, right? So I think the Commanders just pull this one out.
Interesting. Big dog pick from Connor. I'm on Cincy. With Burrow hopefully having his full arsenal of weapons back, and if Jamar Chase decides he actually wants to like be involved in the offense and not throw fits over random things and launch his helmet on the sidelines and get in the refs' faces, if he actually decides he wants to like show up and play some football, that would be electric for 3 out of 6 of my fantasy teams. But I think the Bengals are the much better team going against a rookie quarterback here. Jaden Daniels has looked really good, but I don't think he has the supporting cast around him to be able to get a win here in Cincy. So for that reason, give me the Bengals.
I'm on Bengals as well. Taylor Britt, dog.
Give me a couple dogs on Monday. Oh, dog days on Monday. I'll go commies here.
I
Chiefs
think
off an
the-
emotional, or not Chiefs. Bengals off an emotional loss against the Chiefs.
They always do.
Torn
this,
up
though.
about it. It's not Burrowhead anymore. Like, what do we have? What's our identity? Is CTE creeping into Jamar? Who knows?
He's turning into Antonio Brown right before our eyes.
I was going to say that exact same thing.
I think the Bengals offense comes alive for the first time this year and torches the Commanders. And Jamar Chase puts up the top fantasy receiver performance of the week.
Love that.
That's a hot take. I've actually seen that take like all over the place this week. A lot of bold predictions saying this is Jamar's week to pop off and be back.
The
Hopefully.
Commanders have no pass defense, so if not this week, then when?
Emmanuel Forbes.
They're gonna
Who's
field
that?
goal them to death.
Who's that?
Death by field goal.
Death by field goal.
From the magazine, the Forbes magazine? Is that what it's from?
Jeremy Chin. Former Panther extraordinaire.
We love Jeremy Chin.
Jeremy Lin?
Oh my god.
Jeremy Chin.
You just say
Lynn
Jeremy Lin?
Sanity. Yeah.
They
that was
got,
his
they got
nickname.
Mikey. They got Mikey Sainer still, bro. They got Mikey.
Hefe, what was that stat you had with the field goals? First team in NFL history to like
Oh, that was
score.
what I was saying. Giants scored 3 touchdowns and lost to a team that scored 0 touchdowns because the Giants kicker got hurt in pregame. They went for 3 2-point conversions and missed them all. Commanders had 7 field goals and won 21-18. First time in NFL history a team had ever scored 3 touchdowns and lost to a team that scored 0.
That's awesome. Good for the commies.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's awesome.
That's like the most Giants thing to happen for
yeah.
this year, honestly. If there's a team that you told me that was going to happen to like this year, it was the Giants or the Panthers.
The one game they had a shot at winning, they lost.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, sick boys. That's all our picks for week 3. Anyone got any locks or anything they want to add before we wrap up the pod here?
My lock was the Raiders -5. Very comfortable with that number.
I'd feel comfortable taking Coleman or Kincaid for a touchdown this week.
Interesting.
Coleman had
Or-
1 target last week, and he was my lock for a touchdown. So
Garrett Wilson, first tutty of the year.
Hell yeah.
that's good. Garrett Wilson should definitely get a touchdown.
Just
I-
keep betting it until it happens.
I was on that
So
narrative
anyway.
last week, and I just cannot go back to the well after
This is
watching
the
that
week.
Jets game. I just cannot
This
do
is the
it.
week.
Like,
This is the week. Did you
Yeah.
see what
It's got to happen some week, right?
the Patriots just gave up like 250 yards to DK and JSN?
I've never been frustrated watching
Hey.
Aaron Rodgers in my life until I watched the Jets the last 2 weeks. And it's frustrating to watch, like just something he's just not fully back yet, or there's something off with whatever they got going on offense there. I got 3 touchdown scorers I love this week, all at plus money. George Pickens plus 225, Josh Jacobs plus 130, and Keenan Allen plus 360 are my 3 tutty scorer locks this week.
I lay them.
Yeah. When does Caleb? When genuine question for the pod? Obviously, we know Jake's answer. When does Caleb Williams throw his first touchdown? Week 4. Week
This
5.
week.
I think at least week 4. I think week 4.
This week.
It'll be this week. The Colts have the worst secondary in the NFL. It'll be this week. I actually don't hate Roma Dunze for his first touchdown either. Dropped one last week.
Sick boys.
CJ Stroud in an interview said that he didn't start getting a feel for the NFL game until his 3rd, 4th week. So
Did you see that interaction between Stroud and Caleb Williams after the game?
yeah,
I heard.
how
Stroud
Caleb just came into it.
Stroud was like, he was like, oh, like good game. Caleb Williams like didn't even care like to talk to him, and then like Stroud was like trying to give him like life advice, and then Caleb Williams was like, oh, I gotta like talk to this guy, and then like was like, oh, okay, thanks for the advice, and then like walked away like he did not care at all. And Stroud was like, oh yeah, I've been in this league 1 year, like I'm gonna give this kid the life advice that he needs, and Caleb Williams just did not care. He said, all
I
right,
think
buddy.
the media is making it more of a big deal than it is, but yeah.
It was just funny. Like, if you watch the clip, it is like Caleb's just
Yeah,
like,
he looked like he was
oh,
pissed off at
yeah.
Stroud, but he was probably just pissed because they lost the game.
for sure. I think that's what it was. I don't think,
I think he was more thinking about what he's going to paint his nails for the next week. I think he was already thinking about that.
I didn't realize he's been
But-
doing that since high school. Like, every game he like does that, which, whatever. Go
We
off, I
love
guess.
Caleb. We love Jared McCain. We love the guys that paint their nails.
Sweet.
No one knows who Jared McCain is because no one watches the NBA here.
I know
I
who
do.
Jared McCain is. He's a bum.
I follow
dude.
him on TikTok.
Bench rep the Sixers, man.
Duke.
Wow, this guy's
probably-
hit like 8 threes in March Madness.
Bum.
Great TikTok
Coach K-
answer as well.
Coach K retired. Get over Duke basketball. They're washed.
Yeah, but Jared McCain, freshman. He was a freshman.
Washed.
All right, boys. Episode 25 in the books. Thank you guys for
End
watching.
it. Just end it.
If you guys aren't sub, make sure you sub. Follow the TikTok. Love you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.